Hello students, today we will learn about the threats of biodiversity বা জীববৈচিত্র্যের হুমকিগুলোর সম্বন্ধে একটু জানবো। প্রথমে আমি ইংলিশে স্লাইডগুলো বুঝিয়ে দেব, তারপর বাংলাতে বুঝিয়ে দেব। তাহলে threats of biodiversity, what are the threats of biodiversity? The following points we will learn about the following points. Climate change. Now what is climate change? Climate change refers to the long-term and irreversible change that occurs in the Earth's climate. Irreversible change in like the permanent change or the change which cannot be reversed, that is the irreversible change. This increases the temperature of the atmosphere. That has major effects on the environment such as seasons, rising of the sea levels and glacier retreats. Now you can see how much the climate has changed. The winter season has decreased. Slowly the number of days we are getting, the colder climates are slowly decreasing, isn't it? Not just that, this rising in the temperature is giving compelling the ice caps in the polar regions to melt, which is giving rise to the sea levels. The biodiversity of organisms are affected regarding their population, distribution, level of the ecosystem, and even the individual's morphology and function. Because of the increase in temperature, organisms have already adapted by expanding their ranges in latitudes. Because of this behavior, many species population have declined. Aside from this, many animals have exhibited changes in their timings of their physiological functions. Like the animals are prematuring. Sometimes the animals are dying in the younger ages. So there has been changes in the time of their physiological functions also. These include the birds, insects migrating and mating earlier than usual, which then result in some failure in breeding and production of young ones. Regarding ecosystems, studies reveal that climate change has brought the expansion of many desert ecosystems and thus have effects on the function and services of the ecosystem can provide. What does it mean? That this changing in the climate or the climate change has been rising desertification, which is also putting an effect on the biodiversity, which is also a threat. For humans, the rapidly increasing rate in climate change imposes great threats for human security as the natural resources are becoming more and more limited. Natural resources are becoming limited. It is exhausting with each passing time. At present, global warming and climate change already have irreversible impacts on biodiversity that we can already see. And these effects, if not mitigated, can lead to more significant threats in the near future. Another point or another threat is the habitat loss and degradation. Habitat loss refers to changes in the environment that result to the rendering of a specific habitat to be functionally valuable. Now what does habitat means? The place where the organism lives or where we live is known as habitat. So this, if your habitat or if your place where you live is destroyed or lost, that will affect your living, your livelihood. Same wise that is also affecting the other organisms. So habitat loss can no longer accommodate the habitat that no longer can accommodate and support the life of the organisms present, thereby declining their population. Habitat loss may either be caused by natural events like natural calamities, like natural calamities like earthquake, flood, and geological events or anthropogenic activities. Anthropogenic activities are man-made activities or which is not natural, like deforestation and man-induced climate change. In the process of habitat degradation, the organisms that were once living in a particular area or region are displaced and are forced to relocate to a locate to a different place, because the habitat in one place is degraded, is lost. So the organisms are compelled to move from one place to another, that is, are forced to relocate, thus resulting in biodiversity reduction. Maybe the animal cannot survive in other place where it is relocating, which is indirectly affecting their biodiversity. Indeed, man-made efforts are the prime reasons for habitat loss. At present, the practice of clearing out ecosystems for agricultural conversion and industrial expansion continues to displace organisms of their natural habitat. Other activities include logging and mining also. Not just industrial expansion and agricultural conversion affecting biodiversity, but logging and mining are also affecting. Pollution. The pollution is another threat, be it water, air or land pollution. All forms of pollution appear to be a threat to all life forms on earth, not just that organisms or plants or animals, we human beings also. However, it plays a major threat to biodiversity when it comes to the nutrient loading of the elements nitrogen and phosphorus. In Europe, atmospheric nitrogen is the only pollutant that has not decreased in concentration since the implementation of legislation. Its mere presence poses huge challenges to the conservation measures intended to natural habitats and species living there. Furthermore, the presence of nitrogen compounds in water systems can cause eutrophication, that is, excessive plant and algal growth. More the nutrition present in the water system, more plantations will be growth in the form of plants and algal growth. So, more nutrition is also harmful. The presence and accumulation of phosphorus in water systems can alter the way food webs function. Excessive phosphorus like nitrogen can result to the uncontrolled growth of planktonic algae, thus increasing organic matter deposition in the seabed. Another form of pollution that can damage and kill living organisms is acid rain. Acid rain, as its name suggests, is the rain that is composed of harmful acids, that is nitric and sulfuric acid. This rain is usually a result of pollution coming from the excessive burning of fossil fuels. In your later classes, you will learn about acid rain. What is acid rain or how it is formed. Some types of